All right, everybody, welcome to Die Hard Racing League's American Hero Hunt. Season 4 here with the Xfinity Series at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Going to be a good race tonight. Got a lot of guys out here tonight. And number 22, Joshua Stewart, trying to get a back-to-back championship. So stick around. This should be pretty interesting. I'm here tonight with Wingnut and Steven. What's up, guys?
Going on, mate.
It's good to see Wingy, you back up and running, man. I know you had some issues for a little bit. Good to see you back, bro. What a surprise.
Perfect timing. I got my internet back an hour before the race started. That's just perfect.
That's crazy, man.
I think it's probably a little bit of divine intervention there.
Hey, check this out. Right now, William Morris is number 61, is sitting on the pole right now with a 30.418. Todd Cray in second, and look at Mr. Jay Felton up in third.
Yeah. For those who watch normal stuff, Felton is normally in Somo, so he's new to this league. That's why he's got the little asterisk next to his name. But William Morris, that amazing qualifying lap.
Yeah, that's something, man. Looks like he's gonna have a good run here tonight. We got 89 degrees in the air and 100 degrees on the track. There is no fast repairs in this series. No stages, just straight on through racing. Usually these guys put on a good race. We usually see a lot of green flag runs here, so hopefully we'll see that again tonight as these guys slowly wind down qualify right now. We've got about a little less than 3 minutes left. It was a pretty good season last season, so I expect to see the same thing here tonight starting. Next week,
and it's a full grid too. 35 cars.
I know, that's amazing. Next week is going to be Talladega, so if you want to watch some super speedway racing, tune in 8:20 right here on SR Broadcasting. These guys will be at Talladega. It'll be pretty good. Got a lot of good cars out there. Unfortunately, we got some food cars out there too, and I'm always hungry, so it ain't going to help me much.
Yeah, I know exactly what that feeling's like, mate. I'm just looking at those food trucks like, are you serious? Where's the hot dog stand when you need it?
And I have to point out number 82 right now going around the track, getting his qualified time, and Curtis Martin, who's usually in here with us in the booth, and we lost him to the league. He decided he wanted to go race, so he'll be in the number 82, and he's out there now trying to get some time in.
Yeah, he had a lap before, and then I think he just had some problems, and now he's going to I think he's going to do a few laps practice. Make sure he's all good.
Right now he's being shown in 25th. A couple of guys still haven't taken a time yet. James Brown just getting out to take a time now, so let's ride along with James Brown.
And one of the cars, of course, he hasn't got his time yet. We all know it. It's Art Peck. He went around the track backwards, now just sitting at the start line.
Did he?
Yep.
I love that backwards qualify. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 guys that still haven't come out and put a
10.
time. 10. Wow.
Yeah. Like I said, there was 35 drivers.
Yep. There's James Brown right now coming around to get his first lap time. And he's got a 30.894, and he's showing a 26. Man, that just shows you how close the points are here. I mean, how close the times are. What am I talking about? Points. They didn't even start yet.
This track is going to be one where it's not going to be about who's the fastest on quali here. Like this is that quali time for Morris is amazing, but it's going to be, can he keep that car going that fast on this track, because it gets looser and looser the longer you drive. And by the end, I'm willing to bet we might see a few guys just Tokyo drifting around the corners just to try and get it to turn.
Oh, and one thing we got to tell everybody too is Tuesday, iRacing is pulling out a big update, bringing out some transitions from day to night, a couple new tracks. It should be pretty interesting, especially once everybody gets them dialed in and we start getting them on the broadcast. That'll be pretty neat to go from day to night. And qualify is over, and it looks like William Morris is going to hang on to that top spot.
Yeah, William Morris from F5 managing to get that top spot. That's really awesome to see for sure. Glad to see he's still racing and he's doing really well.
All right, so you got William Morris starting on the pole. Congratulations to William Morris. You got Todd Cray in the number 21 starting second. Jay Felton's going to start third. Justin Davidson will roll off fourth. Fifth is going to be Paul Williams, the second. Caleb Thompson's going to roll off sixth. Robert Barris is going to go seventh. Nevin Iwasuru is going to roll off eighth. Ninth is Joshua Jones. Patrick DeSelner is going to roll off 10th.
Then you got Brad Spadl in 11th, Adam Matz in 12th, Seth Schultz back in 13th, that's surprising. 14th is going to be Josh Stewart, also surprising. David Camara in 15th, Larry Holloway 16th, Josue Tellez 17th, Rodney Kramer 18th, James Brown 19th, and then David Moyer 20th. Anyone want to finish that off for me?
And then we have Frederick Hofstetter 21st, Adam Nowinski is 22nd, 23rd is going to be Kirk Sagert. Ron Hollyfield rolling off 24th. 25th is Bruce Pearson. Curtis Martin's going to roll off 26th here tonight. 27th is Art Peck. Mike Major without a time is going to roll off 28th. 29th, Aaron Corey. Douglas Hess, 30th. 31st, Cody Franklin. Rusty Farrell, 32nd. 33rd, Thomas McBride. Adam Lewis, 34th. And rounding out the field, Kenneth Sagert in 35th. Man, woo. That's a mouthful right there, man. 35 drivers.
There's a lot of them for sure. There's a few like experienced drivers and a few newer drivers in the back too, so that's going to be very interesting to see what goes on the back of the pack.
Yeah, we
like Aaron Corey, he's pretty fast, and you've got Cody Franklin, who I believe is pretty fast as well. Honorable mention to Art Peck with his 7-minute lap. He's perfecting it. He's working on it.
I love that backwards lap that he does, man. That's original. All right, should be pretty good. We got, how many laps do we got here tonight?
130.
Ooh, 130 laps straight through racing, man. We got a big field right here, too, man. Look at all those cars out on the track. That looks real nice.
Oh, it's going to be insane.
And I believe there's,
yeah. Yep. So there's no lead driver gets to drive away. He has to essentially go on green like everybody else. So it makes some very interesting first few laps as everyone's scrambling for that extra position.
And this season, season number 4, they're going to have 10 races. So it'll be a 10-race season. Last season was a 9-race season. They added one more race. It's going to be a 10-race season. So it's going to be pretty good.
I do like an even number. Man, just look at that field.
I know that's a great sight right there. Pace car is jumping on in. We're gonna get these guys going tonight. Green flag is out.
Looks like Morris had a pretty good start there, but looks like Todd Cray managed to get a really good jump as well. Felton's hanging right onto the back of Morris, and looks like Davidson's gonna slot back into 4th.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not really sure. I forget on here, is the outside line or the inside line where you want to be?
My bet here is just going to be whichever one you can hold onto the car on. After about 5 laps, it's not going to matter. Looks like Morris is going to hold his position. It looks like Felton's going to take the second place on the inside. Going to get past Todd Cray.
Oh, look at all those cars going by, man. That is a lovely sight right there. Let's go back a little bit. We have somebody down on the low lane there.
The 76 that's down there. I believe it's Josh Jones. Oh, nope, I got that wrong.
Art Peck in the 78. Wonder what happened. Maybe he had to start from the pits or something. Looks like we're pretty single filed up in the front until you get back to, who is that? Brad Speidel, I believe.
Yep, Spadl, and I believe that's Adam Matz on his outside. Then you got Camara and Joshua Stewart. Camara slightly above Stewart. But they're all good. No contact there. These guys have been driving together for a long time.
What do we call Camara? The wall.
Yeah.
He's hard to get around, man.
Oh yeah, he's one of those guys. Like he's not the fastest in the world for sure, but if he gets in front of you, God help anyone trying to pass. he can make you work for it.
See what's
and
going.
He's gonna fight hard for that because he's got both Josh Stewart and Seth Schultz right behind him.
They look like looks like Stewart there was thinking about maybe taking it 3 wide.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, now's probably the right time when you actually got tires to control it. Because give her a few more laps, man. These guys will be having a lot more fun around these corners.
Very close right there between Adam Matz and Joshua Stewart. Almost a little bit of contact. Meanwhile, William Morris still out here leading the way. Jay Felton not too far behind in second. Todd Cray sitting there in third, man. Just watching this unroll.
Yeah, Felton's been pretty much hooked onto the rear of Morris since the past few laps. So we'll see if he's got anything for him. Maybe he's going to sit back and wait for the tyres to start to go and then go for his move there.
And look at Kamara just takes the spot from Speidel.
And we got a little side-by-side action between Caleb Thompson and Nevin Iwatsuru. Nevin on the inside of Caleb with that gorgeous hot pink number 4 car.
I'm trying to find him on here.
4th and 5th.
Thank you. I got my contacts, new contacts in, and my eyes are really burning right now.
Yeah, man. And it looks like right behind them, we got a little bit of fight as well between Barris and Paul Williams.
And Barris was pretty quick during practice, so we should see him moving up towards the front here.
I will say Barris has always been a bit of a strategist in this. He always manages to be at the end, be in first place near the end. So because he may fall back a position or two at the moment, but just wait, he'll be up near the front somewhere, somehow. Pit strategy or just good tyre strategy. And then behind him, you got Joshua Jones, who's fighting it out with Kamara and Patrick DeSaunia. Kamara's going to try on the inside of Patrick.
Look at all these cars, man. This is a.
Oh, we got one going around at the 70. Larry Holloway is going around.
Oh. Ooh, heavy contact too. Let's go back and see what happened.
Oh, it's a right old furball.
Watch him right now. Larry Holloway down on the inside, the 59. Oh, it looks like maybe Larry had to check up to keep from running over and got hit by the 24 and then
Yeah, and after that point, it's just everyone's on for the ride.
Oh, man.
28 skirts past without too much damage by the looks of it. Just trying to find the numbers. There we go. Yeah, looks like Nowinski got away with it not too bad. Looks like Rodney Kramer escaped it. But, yeah, a right old mess started back there. Oh, and Holyfield just got annihilated by that.
Yeah, he got destroyed. I think that was oh man, I can't think. Holyfield and Holloway.
Yep, Holyfield was the one who went slamming into Holloway there.
All right, so we're in the caution number 1. Couple cars damaged. We'll see if they're able to get any repairs or get out, or is that going to end the night? By the way the cars looked, I'm going to guess it's probably done.
Oh, and I think Felton might have actually gotten the lead in the pit lane. Yep.
Yeah, we had 2 drivers. I don't know if they missed their pit stall because they didn't even stop. They went through the pits but didn't stop.
Yeah, we see that quite a bit.
They might have decided to go to the back of the field. If you guys do that, they go through the pit lane once, then come back and pit.
Wow, we have a new leader here, man. He did get out first. We're just waiting. Oh no, sorry, my bad. That's showing Seth Schultz as the leader right now.
Yeah, he's up front right now. He went down pit road but didn't actually stop.
I think he's going to go back through. I mean, that's my assumption. He might not.
All right, the 6th of Kramer.
No, wow.
No, he's not. He's staying out.
Wow.
That is either a really, really, really ballsy move or an insane one. We'll have to see. He's going to have 9 laps on those tires.
And Jay Felton's right behind him, the first car with fresh tires, and then Todd Cray. I got a feeling that they're going to eat him up pretty quick here.
Yeah, but we've seen people know more than us before. We've seen, I think it was Barris who did something like this before. I found out he was actually faster on the older tires for a while.
Well, this is DieHard Racing League. This is season number 4. This is the opening race here at Atlanta, and it's brought to you by American Hero Hunt. And we're going to have 10 races this season. Next week's going to be Talladega.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome to watch, but I don't want to be on that track.
Where is old Curtis? He's still out here?
Yeah, he actually moved
forward he's up in
positions.
9th. Well,
I don't know if he took rights only or something. I don't know, but he gained a lot of positions in the pits.
He had a 14.6 second pit stop, so he took all 4.
Yeah, it looks like he took all 4 by that time. That's not bad. He's got himself a couple positions here. We'll have to keep an eye on him tonight, see if he does anything here.
Here comes Seth Schultz down to pit lane.
All right, so that's going to give it up to Jay Felton when they cross the line.
Also, the biggest loser that pitting there was definitely William Morris. He dropped 4 positions, back into 5th. So he was in 1st, and unfortunately that pit just did not agree with him. So he's coming out back in 4th and 5th. Oh wait, it looks like Seth's going into the pits.
So you got Jay Felton now up in the lead, Todd Cray on the outside. Then we have Davidson and Morris, Ewart Sewer and Thompson, Barris and Martin, Brown, Camara, Corey and Farrell. Getting ready to get these guys fired back up one more time.
Oh yeah, there's some really fast guys up the front fighting it out.
So Seth Schultz got to lead a couple laps. That'll give him a couple of bonus points. I'm kind of glad he went in and got tires because I hate to see him get eaten up and end it so quick.
And you don't want to be the rock in the middle of flowing water.
Yeah, and not in a field this big.
Oh yeah, because once that train starts, man, I don't think it would ever stop for him. He'd be back in 35th real quick.
All right, so Felton is going to take the inside.
Yeah, first few laps is probably the better place to be. Shorter line while you're building up speed.
Pace car does go in, waiting for that green flag to come out.
Yeah, and green's out. And Felton gets an amazing start, and Craig just caught napping. Morris has got nowhere to go. And we got Davidson on the inside, getting past Craig as well. It looks like Craig's going to even get passed by Never Iratsu on the inside. Behind them, even Barris might stick his nose in. Unfortunately, Todd just got caught entirely napping.
Oh, we got another car in the wall going around.
That man. Wow.
Yep. Who was that? It was a light blue car. I didn't see who it was.
Let's see if we go back and try and figure this one out.
Good luck with that. I need to actually change my settings. I can't see all the cars.
It was Kenneth Saggart that was the one that kind of started the whole chain event of all that going on. And he is now towed it to pit road.
Oh. We back that up again real quick. Looks like the 94. Well, I'm not sure what happened. I need to see that again. He looks like he came up into the 40. And then the 40 got I believe that's a 78. And it was just on from there. Wow, 94, 70 to 13. A bunch of guys got caught up in that one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Once
that
it
is?
starts, man, it don't stop.
I'm willing to bet that he thought he was going to be clear coming off that corner, not thinking about that run on the high side. And as he went to go make the clear pass, he wasn't clear.
And it's funny too, because sometimes your spotter will tell you that you're clear, but you're really not. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
and
you
are
never
for
trust
that
the spotter.
second, and then it's just not enough, man.
Yeah, you never trust a spotter. You always double check yourself. Either you get your own spotter to help you out, or you just be very paranoid and careful about it. Or have VR. Just nice.
So much better with a live spotter. I know a lot of guys that use live spotters, man. That's definitely a cool. We did have a bunch of guys come down pit road.
And some guys who did not. For instance, Jay Felton did not come down pit road. Neither did Justin Davidson. I don't blame Davidson on that one because Davidson was getting a really good run there. Well, only like one lap on his tires. I guess he feels really comfortable. Some other guys as well. They've been here at Suru, Todd Craig. Most of the top 5 actually. Top 6. Top 7 almost.
I'm showing
didn't
top
pit.
11.
Yeah. I'm just going back and just going, which one pitted? Yeah, it's a lot of guys did not pit.
Yeah, so we got a bunch of cars with a little bit of damage. The 42, Adam Lewis. The the 12 of Hofstetter. The 70 of Holloway.
Yes, we tell us 24 also.
Does Sonia get some damage? I see him coming out, or did he just pit? Yeah, just a little bit of damage. This car doesn't look too bad. Go back and look at Sagert. He's getting tires on that car. Looks like, I think Hollyfield is out.
Yeah, unfortunately, Hollyfield put it behind the wall. It's a shame he's a good driver. Just got caught in just maniacal mess in front of him.
Like, seriously, with all these cars on the track, something happens, man. It's hard to see with all that smoke on the track too, and you know, even if you slow down,
nowhere to go.
Yeah, you take a chance of getting run over. And you saw who was at the 7 had, like, ran right into the 70. You know, nowhere to go, man.
Yeah, even if you slow down, there's a chance you're gonna get eaten up by someone else, and it's just not gonna go well.
Got to be like Days of Thunder, man. I like that. Floor it and hope for the best. Not.
Never. Especially not on this track where the rear end does like getting really loose.
So
You're probably more likely to kill yourself.
We got Mr. Jay Felton right now up in the front. He started 3rd. He is currently your leader. He's got, I believe that's 8 laps led. And then Justin Davidson started 4th. He's sitting in 2nd. Nevin Iwatsuwa started 8th. He's up in 3rd. And Todd Cray started 2nd, and he is up in 4th. Looks like Jay Felton's going to take the inside again on this start.
I gotta say, like, a big thumbs up to Davidson and Iwatsuwa for making it up to the front and holding it up here.
Now, I'm not sure how much you guys saw it on that first restart. I know there was some in the back, but watch the tire spin. Even on these fresh tires, these guys are spinning those tires on those restarts.
Yeah, I seen that because we were in the start-finish cam, and I seen a bunch of guys getting a little bit sideways. I wasn't sure if they were switching lanes or spinning, but going back looking, you could see it was definitely tire spin.
Oh yeah, it looks like, I think it's a pretty warm track. Yeah, it's 32 degrees Celsius, whatever that is in freedom meters.
Yeah, I believe it's 101 right now on the track and 89 in the air, so that's pretty warm.
Now you can tell almost everyone started second gear, just trying to get as much speed as possible. It's, you know, you'll end up spinning your tires most of the time, but you'll get faster. Just means you got to cook it a little bit.
And we're starting to see a lot of rubber get put down in the track already, man.
I'm not surprised with 35 cars on field. There's going to be a lot of rubber put down.
All right, going green again here.
Remember, it's always on green here.
And green flag is out.
Both Felton and Davidson have pretty good runs.
Already. Who was that? Was that the 22?
Never knew it had to almost go 3 wide there, and they are 3 wide. That is going to the wall. Oh, but they managed to save it. Cray never managed to save that.
Wow. Oh, Schultz down underneath the line. Good save.
Yeah, everyone's backing up, realizing this is not the place you want to be.
And during that, Justin Davidson did get around Jay Felton, take that first spot from him.
Yeah, Davidson had a really good run at the start. Felton had a good start, but then just bogged down.
And then right behind them, you have Morris and Caleb Thompson side by side for 4th. And a whole cluster funk going on behind them, man. Oh, Jay Felton taking a look. And he does take that spot back going in.
Cleanly, too. Look how much pace.
And Morris is going to move up to 4th. Thompson's going to go back to 5th. Let's go back a little bit further because I see a bunch of cars back here, man.
I got to say, for Nevin in that situation back there, that was an unwilling 3 wide. It was either that or going into the rear of Felton, so he just had to do it.
I'm seeing Taco Bell right now going underneath Seth Schultz. Wow.
Douglas Hess was trying to find somewhere to go. He almost decided to go 3 wide with Joshua Stewart and Bruce Pearson for 8th, 9th, and 10th. Right behind them, Curtis Martin sitting in 11th, just watching it all in front of them. There's a lot of 2 wide action going on right now, actually. It's kind of surprising. You got 8th and 9th with Stewart and Pearson. Then ahead of them, you had Nevin Iwatsuwa and Rustin Farrell fighting for 7th and 8th.
You see that run that Curtis Martin just got there on Douglas Hess.
Yeah, Hess is just kind of getting roadblocked right now. There's just nowhere for him to go.
Even Aaron Corey.
Yeah, Corey's going to try and make the pass on Curtis.
We might be going 3 wide here with Stewart, Pearson, and I believe that's Hess. Yeah. They're threatening it.
Right behind these guys too, you've also got Schultz, Cray, and Williams also fighting it as well. So it's just constant. Oh, almost contact between the 3 and the 90.
Yeah, they've been fighting it out pretty hard, man. The 22 was in there with them. He managed to get a little bit ahead.
Remember now, at this point, tires are going to be dying real hard. You're going to see a lot of guys getting loose. So fighting these close quarters is going to get real interesting real quick.
It's somebody way up high on the track.
Looks like that was the 82 of Curtis Martin.
Things have been getting single
Oh,
file.
somebody's going around.
24 and 28 were involved in that one. That is,
oh, man, a bunch of cars caught in that one, too.
Oh,
76
no,
again.
That was a 28 and 24 making contact. Looks like either Yosu came a little lower or Adamantski went a little higher. Maybe a little bit of both. Kind of unfortunate there, but that caused a lot of incidents. Joshua Jones just had nowhere to go. He just had a full roadblock in front of him.
Yeah, 28 went to go down low. Oh, let's see that one more time. It looked like the 28 went to go down low, and the 24 came down. They make some contact. 76 gets hit. 72 takes a little bit of damage.
They fall on the roadblock, yeah.
A bunch of guys do get by. Man, oh, that's tough.
Yeah, that was just a right old furball. Once it gets started, don't stop. All right, we're going to see who gets good position out of the pits.
Yeah, Jay Felton leading these guys down.
I'm just going to question who's going to be the insane guy who decides, you know what, I'm going to take right sides only because why not? I don't think anyone's going to do that, but there might be that one absolute blockhead who's going to try.
Oh, it's early anyway, so... Oh, somebody backing up behind
Davis
Jay.
Missed the stall. He missed it twice.
Oh.
Oh, no. He was fighting for 3rd seconds. That's going to really hurt him out of the pit lane here.
It's going to be a close runoff right here. Jay Felton looks like... Oh, somebody, I think, got in front of Morris on the way out. 3 wide down the pit.
Harris.
Wow, 3 wide coming out of the pits, man.
Everyone wants their position. Oh, man, things got all shook up.
Cody Franklin showing your leader right now.
Let's go up with Cody. Yeah, number 13.
Looks like he may have taken 2. He had a 10.3 second stop.
Cody Franklin? I'll go have a look.
Wait for them to come by and get iRacing scored up here. We'll put up the top 10.
So Franklin didn't actually pit, he just rolled through the pits.
Interesting move.
Yeah. Probably wants to get filtered to the back.
Well, we had 6 lead changes so far, 24 laps complete. We still have 106 laps to go here. Right now it is showing Cody Franklin out front. Jay Felton, I believe, 2nd. Robert Barris 3rd.
This also could be a cunning strategy from Cody to get away from the carnage and get up to the front. Either that or he's going to pit. I think he's going to pit, but you never know. There could be some 4D chess being played here.
Take a run through Douglas Heston at 90 in 8th. Nevin with Suru up to 9th. Aaron Corey in 10th. Bruce Pearson shuffled back into 11th. Seth Schultz out here in 12th. Curtis Martin in 13th. Paul Williams in 14th. Thomas McBride in 15th.
Yeah, a few winners that one for sure. Definitely would be Robert Barris for sure. He's now going to be fighting in for technical 2nd between him and Jay Felton. So Cody Franklin is going to put it down into the pits.
Yeah.
So that actually leaves them as 1st and 2nd.
So that'll give it back up to Jay Felton and the number 6. Who is the number 6? I'm going to take the wave around here, but I don't see him. Oh, there we go. Rodney Kramer. They're going to be taking the wave around, get back on the lead lap. And I believe the 70 of, is that Larry Holloway getting out on the track? Wow. Good for Larry.
Yeah, so far tonight, we only have one driver who took it behind the wall. That is Ron Holiday.
Holofield.
Oh, Holifield, sorry.
Yeah, there's Larry Holloway and Ron Holofield. It got me confused too, man. Thankfully, we've got Josh and Joshua now, so that makes things a little easy for us.
Yeah, and Larry and Ron usually run the same color car. Usually both have yellow cars, so it makes it really interesting trying to figure out who's who.
They usually drive near each other too.
Yeah.
So it's like they're trying to screw with us but between them and the Joshuas, I swear they're trolling us at this point.
All right, one more time. Jay Felton down on the inside, Robert Barris on the outside on this restart.
You'll say Seth Schultz has been moving slowly forward during all this. He's kind of been slotting further forward. I think he was like 12th-ish, 13th at the start. He's now in 11th, just kind of slotting forward more and more.
And the green flag is out, and looks like Robert Barris got himself a really good start.
Oh, yeah. He looks like he went really wide there. Maybe he just found some extra grip, and boom, he was off like a rocket ship.
And Caleb Thompson's going to sneak it up in third. Whoa, the 61 had to swing it really high out there.
You can see these cars just slipping and sliding everywhere. It's lap 1, and already they're starting to lose grip. There's a bit of a too wide, too deep situation going on between Aaron Corey, Bruce Pearson, Curtis Martin, and Seth Schultz.
Yeah, I've seen Curtis Martin jump down to the low side, and it looks like he's trying to get himself a pretty good run there. He's going to get around Schultz, see if he can hang on to it, or Schultz is going to get that run on the outside. That outside line, yeah, because that outside line, you've seen guys all the time, man. It just don't look like they're going to do anything, and boom, here they come.
Yeah. Well, he'll say Seth's car is definitely very bent right now. He's now getting passed by Paul Williams. Looks like his car is not running the best.
Yeah, he probably needs a few laps to get back the feel again.
Yep, as he's currently getting trained by Patrick DeSaulnier, then Joshua Stewart's going to try and stick his nose in. No, but there you go, starting to getting some pace back. He's going to take position back from Patrick DeSaulnier even.
Oh,
One of the wall.
59. Man. Adam Matz. All right, let's back up.
Adam Matz and David Moyer.
See what happened with him here. Watching the 59 of Adam Matz.
Yeah, I think just Moyer went way too low there on exit.
Oh,
Matz
yeah. Oh, look at these guys. Wow, that was so close. Who was that? Somebody came down. Maybe it was the 24? Yeah, the 24 came so close. Oh, he got a little bit of left front damage on that. Passing him down on the inside. They never made contact, but some serious net code because you watch that fender, bam, just jump right in.
Yeah. I gotta say, Art Peck had a little bit of the Moses effect there, getting right between both the cars.
Let's take a
Passing
look.
the Dead Sea of cars.
Yeah. Take a look at Art Peck here. Where'd he go? Oh, come on, get back. Yeah, it's like they kind of opened up right in front of him.
Yep. It's a miracle.
It's a miracle, man.
I'm curious if anyone's going to try and do rights only. Barris is now in the lead, so we might maybe pull rights, try and keep the lead. It's hard to tell. I don't think he will, though. I'm willing to bet everyone's going to take a full set again. No one wants to be the guy on rights only.
Yeah, you had a bunch of guys come in.
Everyone doing both sets.
And looks like Barris did get out first. It's going to be close.
Barris got out by a country mile. That was a green flag stop. That would have probably won Barris the race there, right? Just like that. That's just so much room. Felton had to fight with Thompson for a second. Morris came a little bit behind them in fourth.
So right now we're just waiting to see if the 68 James Brown he's being shown your leader, but technically not scored your leader just yet. See if he's going to stay out and get scored your leader. Todd Cray right behind him in the number 21. And then Robert Barris in third, Jay Felton in fourth. So we'll see what the 68 James Brown going to do here. And he's going to stay out. at least get scored for leading this lap, and then we'll see if he does come back in the next time round. So we're in the caution number 4, 9 lead changes, 99 laps of racing still to go.
Just checking something.
And while they do that, I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. The lights are out, and it looks like James Brown's going to stay out, take the inside on this start. Todd Cray on the outside, Barris and Felton, Thompson and Morris, Davidson and Iwasuru, Farrell and Martin, your top 10. Watch for the tire spins. Let's see who's going to get off the line here first.
Interesting that as well is that the 1 and 2 cars here both did not pit at all. That's how they're back up here. I think Cray was back in 12th, and now he's back up in a second. And I actually don't know where James Brown was at all. I just know he's now in the lead.
And James Brown, I'm seeing 4 pit stops on him and 2 on Cray. So I'm not really sure how that's going to iron out, but we're getting ready to go back green.
And
green flag.
Oh, look at Barris off like a rocket ship.
Oh, we going to go? Oh, I thought we were going 3 wide into 1.
Oh, they're getting real tight back there with Felton and Morris there. Morris right in the ride, Felton's bumper there, as Cray just did not get started.
No.
And Barris just gone.
Caleb Thompson going to roll it up in second. James Brown sitting in third, going to be under fire right now by Justin Davidson. And then right behind them is the 30 of Iwasuru side by side with Todd Cray, Jay Felton, and the 25, Rusty Farrell.
There's an absolute melee developing up front with a few slow cars just making it real interesting. I was like, yep, Morris is going to try the outside of Felton here.
Wow, we got cars sliding all over back there.
Oh yeah, like the track's starting to get warmer looks of it. It looks like all the rubber left on the track. It's getting even more slick than before.
Oh, that was the 78 of Art Peck that had to juck it down low. Go back up
we got
here.
2 wide, 2 deep. We got Felton and Farrell. You got Nevin and Cray. Cray's managing to hold on that high line there pretty well, considering he's running on pretty bad tires. It's actually quite surprising to see he's got that much pace still, making it really hard for Nevin to get past him.
Yeah. And you got
Caleb Thompson's getting up towards Barris there.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got Caleb Thompson. He's not really letting him get out. Even Justin Davidson, they're starting to pull away a little bit from fourth place James Brown. And then if you look, Iwasuru and Todd Cray are slowly closing in on the 68. Yeah. Oh, we're almost 4 wide. Wow.
I will say about Caleb Thompson, he had a few races back where he really started to shine. So Don't discount him being right behind Barris. If he's done this before and he was attack. Hopefully he can do it again.
Didn't he have the lead and he had to go in and pit with like a few laps to go? Was that him?
I don't believe so. He was the one that was racing. I think it was at Phoenix. No, it was somewhere where he was constantly on Joshua Jones's bumper for most of the race, and then on Shea Papala's bumper for most of the race. He was always attacking and fighting. It was great to watch. Meanwhile, we are 2 wide, almost 4 deep.
From Iwasuru back.
Yep, looks like Nevin's going to go past James Brown. James Brown's going to start slowing down Todd Cray finally. Pack's going to start getting past Jay Felton, Willie Morris. I think even Kurt's realizing this and sticking his nose in. He's going to try and get past.
Yeah, you can tell
Cray's just going to know where to go.
You can tell Felton is itching to get around these guys. Every time coming off the corner, he's looking to push 3 wide.
Yeah, just know where to go, you know. He gets past one of them. He's going to go past. He's going to just slot in behind Nevin Iwasuru. He got looks like William Morris sticking his nose in on James Brown as well. Brown's just providing like the rock in the water to slow down Cray so everyone can get past. And Cray's now done with this. He's going to go to the inside and
jump
get
to
past
the inside to try to get by here.
Looks like even though Cray's tires are that old, he seems to have pretty good pace in it.
Even go back here to Schultz and Stewart. Curtis Martin and Hess side by side. Man, these guys just are really fighting it out, trying to get some positions here early on.
Yep, and looks like Nevin, Felton got past Nevin actually. Meanwhile, Cat Thompson is still locked onto the back of Barris.
Wow, it just looked through this whole front half of the field here, man. It's still a no-give-up situation.
Oh yeah, and I gotta say, there's another melee developing with Cray, Hess, Martin, Schultz, Williams, and behind them you got actually sorry, that is Williams. My bad, sorry. They're starting to get all close together again. Cray is still fast enough on that high line, but he's just a little slower, which is causing another backup again. So we may see another little brawl develop.
We got, who's that? Farrell and Hess.
Little donut situation between Brown and Hess there. And Cray had to just sneak in on the inside there. I think Cray wanted to do that, but at the same time he kind of had to do it, otherwise he's going to lose a lot of pace. Now he's checked up the entire field there. Look at that. You're now...
we're three wide. Yeah, we're going.
Yep, looks like Joshua Stewart is done with this, and he's going to get past Cray. It looks like Seth Schultz got past like 3 or 4 cars in one corner there.
Yeah. Curtis Martin right now stuck behind James Brown. The frustration meter is going to go up now. Oh, somebody got a little love tap back there. Slide down to the white line.
And Kurt had a little moment with James Brown. They almost turned him, but looks like he's all good. And behind them, you've got another 2 deep, 3 wide situation. 3 deep, sorry.
3 wide with Pearson, McBride.
It looks like James Brown's car is just too slow on those old tires, which is dropping back more and more, and he's just causing more incidents the further back he goes. Well, not incidents, more situations.
More chances to test your fate here, man.
I think he was somewhere back in the 20s, back before that pit stop, so I'm thinking like any position he keeps here is still a gain.
He's probably hoping for another caution to be able to get in and get 4 fresh ones.
Lose control.
Oh, where is he?
No.
Oh, through the grass, and the yellow is out.
That
looks like he kept it off pit road, so no black flag there.
Fortunately, that was a self spin from Camaro. He just lost control.
But what caused the caution? I saw another car out there.
Yeah, Patrick Desaulniers was the one who got love tap from Camaro, and the things kind of devolved from there. Desaulniers went back into Rodney Kramer, and bam! There was a hug.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, that pig car will not be driving no more, I think. Actually, it wasn't too bad. He probably still got it. That's unfortunate there. That was just Camaro losing control. Told you guys, this track it gets looser and looser the more you go. I can make a lot of bad analogies here. I'm just going to resist.
Hungry Jacks?
No.
No.
that joke, man, has gone too far because it's now on my damn car.
Is it?
Yeah, I got Henry Jackson that paint job I got made for me.
Nice.
I'll link you it later, man, so you can have a look. But yeah, it's
Nice.
actually on the car.
So not too bad. We're at
Nice.
lap 46. Let's take a quick look here. Caution number 5. We had 10 lead changes, which is quite a bit, man. A lot of action going on the track.
Sir, you said 46 laps, 10 lead changes. That's a lead change like every 4 or 5 laps. It's just constant brawl out here.
So Robert Barris takes these guys down pit lane. We'll see who's going to be the winner off. Keep an eye, see if anybody slides through their pit stalls. We see guys under pressure coming in, and the 61 bails it into the wall. 21.
Yeah, Morris went straight through.
Even the 21 of Cray looked like he had to back up a pinch.
Yep,
And-
great. Back up.
Yep, Barris
Morris,
going to
man,
get
that was a
out.
bad entrance.
Oh, going to be close between Felton and Thompson. I think Thompson's going to take it.
I gotta say, it looks like Morris is gonna be kicking himself for that one.
Yeah.
Looks
the
like
brakes.
Felton actually, did he get black flagged or did he get behind another car?
Ooh, we'll see in a minute. Because Justin Davidson and Caleb Thompson both in front of Jay Felton. They might have just beat him off the line.
Yeah, so I looked in the on the camera there. It looks like Caleb just by like half a bumper got past Felton on the line. Like as tight as it could be for a human eye to look at.
So Cody Franklin in the 13 is being shown out front. See if he gets scored as your leader again as they cross the line.
Just say it's not been Joshua Jones' race today. He's usually really fast to find it in front, but that car, just look at it, man.
Yeah,
Definition for a
he's got involved in a bunch of. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time, like 2 or 3 times out there already.
Yeah. That car is just hammered.
Yeah, not a way you really want to start off your first race.
Definitely not pleasant.
So we'll keep an eye on Cody Franklin, see if he's going to come in. I don't know. Like, I believe you can only get 1 bonus point for leading a lap, so I don't know if it's worth it for him to come out if he goes in. You know what I mean? Like, at that point, you're not going to get another bonus point. Why stay out? But he might be staying out.
Yeah, I think I saw him like either warm up his tires or just muck around a bit there. I don't know. He might be staying out.
Because at this point, he's not really going to gain anything by staying out and then going in, except unless he wants to go
He's
to the
going
back,
in.
he's going in. Right.
Not quite sure how the bonus points works in this series. It might be only one time only. It might be per lap. No idea. I think it'd be per lap because that
Yeah,
kind of
normally,
for some guys.
normally it's like you lead. You know, you get a point for leading a lap. Usually get a point for leading the most laps if they're running it that way. We'll have to actually find out for this season if they changed anything. So Robert Barris now in control of this race in the number 75. He's going to take the inside, Caleb Thompson on the outside, and then Justin Davidson on the inside and Jay Felton now on the outside. I don't know if Jay Felton got a chance to start on the outside yet.
I don't know, but one thing I will say, I'm very curious about what Caleb Thompson's going to be able to do. Thompson was on Barris's rear for most of that previous restart.
Yeah.
And as we've seen him from him before, when he's got pace, he is aggressive. Not silly so, not like aggressive like he's going to kill everyone and himself, but aggressive as in he'll be attacking you every corner.
Yeah, he doesn't have a
Making
problem
it work.
putting some speed in that. And going into 1 right now, you know, he's up in the outside line. He might be able to get that run off. I guarantee going to be a drag race there if they get an even start here.
Curious if he saw what Barris did in the previous restart on the outside and see if he can try and mimic that. Because I think what Barris did, he went to the outside, got grip, and just went like a rocket ship.
Yeah, it looked like he went like a lot higher than what other guys were doing.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm very curious to see what happens. But here we go. Green flag's going to start in a bit. And there's the green. And Barris off like a rocket. And looks like Caleb had a pretty good run, but not quite as good. He's going to hold a second place position. And Davidson's going to fall back to the clutches of Felton, but I think Davidson's going to be able to hold it on the inside line.
I'm just holding my breath here, man.
Oh, almost an incident at the back of the pack. Adam Lewis dropped to the bottom of the track to let guys by, and we went 4 wide for a second.
Wow.
Ooh, wow. I think David's going to take a position from Felton. And then behind them, you got Stewart and Nevin Asiru going side by side still. Stewart had a good run there, but just nowhere to go. Felton in the way.
Man, look at the run the 61's getting, man. Right to the back of Rusty Farrell, man.
Yep, he's going to try and get a bit of the drive from the car ahead, but looks like he's going to lose that now. But you might try a dive on the inside here. But nope, Rusty's just got a bit too much pace. And he's looking to start getting swallowed up by Douglas Hess in a moment. Behind them, you've got Williams and Todd Cray. Cray getting past Williams there. And behind them is Curtis Martin, all by myself. To be fair, he's probably where you want to be right now, away from the carnage that's going on.
What's going on up here? Look like Morris, I don't know, man. I know he's trying to get back to the front. Looked like I'm not sure if that was the 90 that he almost had a little bit of contact with.
Yeah. And it looks like Caleb Thompson doesn't quite have as much pace as Barish right now, as he's currently got a hungry Justin Davidson right behind him. And behind him, Jay Felton's also going, let me past! I think Caleb Thompson's just hoping that Felton's going to start attacking Davidson to give him some room so we can go after Barris again.
I'm going to jump inside with Josh Stewart here for a lap. Maybe bounce through a couple of different cars.
Looks like we're mostly single file right now. Everyone's kind of all chilled out. I think everyone's got their murder bonus out of the way. Should be good for good clean racing for me, I hope. Yeah, Davidson is pretty much all over the rear of Thompson. Thompson slow dropping back from Barris. Looks like Felton's getting closer and closer to Davidson too, so we might see Felton go for the move.
Meanwhile, 22, Josh Stewart starting to show a little bit of pace here.
Ooh, almost a moment between Rusty Farrell and William Morris.
Yeah,
that was real close.
They've been going back and forth a little bit, man.
Yeah, Morris was like sort of low compared to Davidson, to Farrell, sorry. And then Farrell cut low to the low line and almost chopped Morris's nose off.
Oh, what's going on with Cray? Oh, there we go. All right.
Looks like Morris is going to try passing him on the outside. Looks like he's getting pretty good runs here. He might actually make the pass.
He's got a really fast car out here tonight, too.
Yeah, he was the fastest guy in quali, so he's definitely got pace. Had a few bad pit stops, unfortunately, which has been costing him time. As he gets past Rusty Farrell on the outside cleanly.
Yeah, so that's going to move him up to 7th. He's going to start trying to take a look how to get past the 30 if it was Sewer up there. Meanwhile, Jay Felton slowly closing in again on Davidson.
Yeah, it looks like he's been holding on to Davidson and kind of forcing Davidson off of Caleb Thompson's rear. Caleb's actually caught back up to Barris. So apparently he just found a lot of pace, or he's managed to break free, and here he is coming right up to Barris. Look at that pace! He's getting a really good runs on the corners and on the straights. Better hold on to that rear end, Barris, because here comes Thompson with that bright pink machine. I don't even know what sponsors on that. I just see it's bright pink and I love it.
And meanwhile, Thompson under fire again by Davidson.
Yeah, that's a shame. He had a moment there where he started really threatening Barris, and now all of a sudden he's back under attack by Davidson again. Fame is fleeting, it seems.
Still got quite a bit of cars out here on the track.
Oh yeah, we've still got 27 cars in the lead lap.
And we only have that one car that retired for the day.
Yeah.
See,
and Barris starting to just really break away now. And it looks like William Morris got past Nevin Iwatshiro. He's now chasing after Joshua Stewart.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to keep him back, man.
Oh yeah, he's getting his rhythm going. He's got his pace back. He's just gonna start flowing through the pack, hopefully.
See if he's got anything for the 22 of Josh Stewart. 22 Josh Stewart is your current champion.
Felton on the inside of Justin Davidson here. This is going to buy Caleb Thompson some room.
And that gets Jay Felton a nice pass back up to third. Tries to open the door for Stewart, not able to do it. He slides up the hill.
Let's see if Davidson has anything. I don't think he does. I think he's going to hold back there. But yeah, that's given Thompson a little bit of room to try and make some moves back on Barris. And immediately, the moment that happened, he gained some time on Barris straight away. Hopefully he can do that again this lap. Let's have a look. Yeah, 0.1 of a second faster. That room is all he needed, and here he's coming back again. He's running a higher line than Barris at the moment.
Joshua Stewart now on the inside of Davidson.
Yeah, right behind them, Morris is catching up.
Yeah, Morris is going to be a hard guy to slow down here, man. He showed he had speed during qualify. He was out there and led a bunch of laps.
Yeah, unfortunately, just bad luck in the pits is costing him more time than his race. Because when he's on track, man, he's fast. Oh no, Felton's caught up with Thompson already. Short-lived.
Yeah, Felton wants to get back up to the front, and so does William Morris.
Yeah, both of them have amazing pace.
And look at Joshua Stewart.
Yeah, it looks like Stewart's going to go for the pass here.
Yeah, trying again on the inside. He's been trying for a couple laps now.
Yeah, that outside run, though, is just so good. Especially when your tires are starting to go and you're just trying not to spin.
And look, that just lets William Morris get right to the back of the 22.
Oh, yeah, and up a little bit up ahead, Felton is pretty much right on the rear of Caleb Thompson here. Well within striking distance.
Todd Cray and Paul Williams side by side for 10th.
Yeah, I saw that. Behind them, you had a little moment between Martin and Thomas McBride. McBride dropped a lot of pace, and Martin's really, really wide there.
Yeah, he likes to go way up.
McBride's going to try and stick his nose on the inside. Doesn't quite have the run for it, but he's going to try into turn one.
I've been watching Martin all night, going way up high, man, doing that
Larson line.
That Kyle Larson line, yeah.
Yeah. First thing I learned when commentating was Larson line. I had no clue what everyone was talking about. Like, who or what is Larson? Like,
what's the Larson line? Is that something new in the track?
I had no clue.
And Spido back here in 15th. Very surprised at that.
Yeah, I think he's had a bit of an interesting race to watch for sure. Hasn't quite had the chance to break forward and get up to the faster guys.
Let's see. It was Suru.
Yeah.
Curtis Martin into the wall.
Ooh.
He is pulled off. He is still trying to gain control of that car, but he is still moving forward.
Wow. Yeah, I see a little bit of right front damage on that car. He's going to drop back to 15th. And I see somebody coming into the pits. Am I right?
90 of Douglas Hess down to pit road.
Interesting call.
Iwitsuru and Davidson still side by side fighting for 6th.
They ain't done yet. And behind them you got Williams and Cray are still side by side. But Cray's starting to get a pick in front of him. Farrell's going to start slowing him down.
Oh, wow, that was close.
I know, like, wow. You got to really trust the guy on your outside. The guy on your inside did not make a mistake there, because that was as close as it could be. One hiccup in netcode, and that would have been a death. Some real close driving there. And Cray's just got almost nowhere to go.
Yeah, it looks like, who's that? Iwitsuru and Davidson still side by side.
Davidson's really liking that mid to high line there. He's just making everyone work for their pass. You know what? Felton's still back up in the rear of Thompson, but looks like neither of them got the pace on each other yet. And Barris is still just running away. He's gone.
And Felton was a little bit faster last time by.
Yeah, they're so close together that the differences are just minimal.
And you see Barris now getting ready to close in on some lap traffic in a little bit here. Go back here to Schultz in 14th. Curtis Martin right behind him in 15th. Spido now up to 13th. Todd Cray in the 21 is in 12th. Aaron Corey in at number 44 gains a couple of spots. He's up into 11th. 83, Thomas McBride in that Taco Bell car, making me want to go get a $5 Craven meal.
Made me hungry.
Rusty Farrell in that 25 in 9th, having himself a decent run so far. Paul Williams the second in that 99, running in 8th.
That's interesting because he was fighting with Cray for so long, and now all of a sudden he's up in 8th. Cray's down in 12th. What happened there? I look away for a moment, and suddenly their fight is not only over. Cray is 3 cars back, and about to be 4 cars back as he's got Chef Schultz on his inside.
Yeah, Schultz is usually about this time in the race where Schultz starts moving forward.
Yeah, his car starts coming alive, and he starts pushing.
McBride trying to look underneath the 25 of Rusty Farrell.
And it looks like Felton was sticking his nose below Caleb Thompson for a moment there. Doesn't quite have the pace for it. Just letting Thompson know he's there.
Meanwhile, Robert Barris enjoying this 41 laps out front.
Yep. Just enjoying a nice open road.
Go back to Farrell and McBride. And right behind them is the 44 of Aaron Corey.
Looks like Joshua Stewart kind of catching up this little group ahead of him. Felton and Thompson. Might make this a little 3-way fight for a second.
Wow, so close right there. Rusty Farrell and Thomas McBride again. They don't make any contact, but man, you probably couldn't slip a piece of paper in between there.
Oh yeah. And then it looks like behind them, Aaron Corey's deciding he's going to stick his nose in as well, take the position.
Yeah,
McBride did the work, and Corey gets the reward.
He's been watching that last spot, probably 4 or 5 laps. Speidel not too far off with Seth Schultz.
If Speidel can get the pace, he can go for the pass as well, but I think he's going to be a little too late as yet. Farrell slots in on the low end.
So Corey just gets by Farrell. Now Corey taking a look to try and close in on 83 of Thomas McBride.
A little bit of an interesting sideshow, or possibly a fun drinking game. Take a shot every time someone gets a little wide on exit, or gets a little slick. Watching everyone having little wiggles on exit every single corner. These tires are old, and the track is hot.
Felton is trying to jump on second place right now. So he's trying everything he can to get around Thompson. Oh, almost had contact there.
And he lost all of his pace now. Now Joshua Stewart's going to try the inside. Making it a 3-way. Thompson's going to try and get away with this, but it looks like Stewart not only slotted in perfectly, he's always in the room to attack Thompson as well.
Oh, man, that was close again. It looked like Stewart really grabbed that car.
Yeah, like I said, man, have a fun drinking game. Every time some car wiggles on exit, take a drink. You'll be under the table in 10 minutes. It's just insane. Like every single car is just like losing on exit. Look at Stewart. Oh, he was almost drifting that corner.
Let's jump in with him. We'll take a ride from by the side of his camp. Watch them hands on that wheel.
He is pushing it. At this point, I don't think anyone's going to try and pass it. He said, Never Think Series now back on the rear of William Morris. Morris has just dropped all of his speed now. Looks like he's burnt his tyres up, or he just doesn't quite have the pace for the long runs, because now Nevin's coming back with a vengeance.
And Stewart going. Sorry, Stewart looked like he's getting by Thompson. Yeah, he's going to be able to get by Thompson. If he doesn't get stuck on the wall here, he's got a good run on the outside. I think Felton's going to slide it up there and try and follow him now on this one, maybe.
But now Thompson finally has someone in front of him to draft off, so he might get a bit more pace. But I think Felton's going to try the move as well. As Joshua Stewart running really right. That's definitely running the last in line. Being said, wow, that seemed to really work for him, because look how much pace he got there.
Meanwhile, Robert Barris.
Yeah, off in La La Land.
Yeah, he's checking out here, man.
don't think Barris is in the race anymore. He's already packed up the car. He's just going home.
I wouldn't say that. He's still got to make possibly a green flag stop, and you mess that up, and you could ruin your race.
Yeah, throw it right away. Wow.
Yeah, but he's got all the room in the world just to take his time and get it right. Art Peck unlapping himself, and you can see, look at that fresh tyres on Art Peck. Just look at him just fly past them like they're not even there. Fortunately, I did slow down Caleb Thompson's, which means Felton's now on his inside.
Yeah,
Thompson had a bit of a wiggle in exit too.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I saw Thompson kind of get a little bit sliding there.
Look at Peck, he's got a damaged car, just, nope, gone. Whoa, Joshua Stewart again, just drifting that corner on exit.
William Morris had a little bit of a moment there. He was in the wall coming off the corner.
Oh.
Yeah, the tires starting to die now, so everyone's just on the edge now, just trying to get as much pace as they can.
He's going to bring it down pit road.
That was one of the first guys in the lead pack to call it, so he's going to go pit. See if this triggers anyone following him.
83 came down with him. Thomas McBride.
McBride was fighting in the mid pack for like 15.
Oh! Contact the 4. Oh, I got to go back and see that. Got to back that up real quick. You see the 4 here, Caleb Thompson on the outside of Jay Felton. They catch up to the lap down car. Who was it? That 94. They go 3 wide. He just, wow, just lost it.
Thompson now
down
on
on
pit
well.
road. People starting to blink now, realizing this is the time to pit and get some new tires before you kill yourself.
It looked like McBride beat Morris out of the pits. Morris probably got some of that damage fixed up. But yeah, the pit cycle is starting to happen. We're going to get all mixed up here in the field.
And this is where an incident could happen and really screw up or make someone's race. Anyone else entering the pits, or is it just these guys?
Hey, Caleb Thompson, Kirk Sager, and Larry Holloway being shown in there. Wait and see what these leaders do. Robert Barris is staying out.
Well, we got 3 wide going on as Bride goes past Camara and looks like Rodney Kramer. Going fresh tires, just driving past. For a moment, they were 3 wide. They weren't like all over the road. They were right next to each other. Like I said, we got William Morris as well, but Morris got nowhere to go. Almost runs into Camara. Almost runs him over.
Yeah, he's got so much more speed right now on those fresh tires, man.
Wants to make use of it.
I know. You can't even say anything.
What do you say to that? What do you say?
Ouch, and look out. I'm coming through.
Oh man, that's just look how much difference there is on those tires. Like just for clarification on time wise, 2 seconds difference. Man. That may not sound like a lot, but my god, does it feel like when you're watching these cars fly past, especially guys that just aren't moving to them.
And guys, something to watch out for, and I don't know if this is just me seeing this, but I am seeing Robert Burris actually blink off the track for quite some time before he gets back on.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't sure what was going on. I got a lot of blinking going on in the timing screen, so I don't know if it's a server issue or what.
What it might be is that your computer is not taking all 35 cars. I know mine's set to look at 60 cars, but it's still not spawning them all in. It's only spawning in like 20. There's so many cars on track, it might be failing. Looks like I think Rusty Farrell's going to be going in for his stop now. He was in 10th. And Frederick Hofstetter, oh my god, almost a moment with Hofstetter and Thompson. Thompson goes flying past Seth Schultz and now going up to Justin Davidson.
Yeah, it's scary when you have somebody come out with fresh tires and you got guys that are still out finishing up their fuel run.
Man, look at that pace. Thompson's just going flying past Corey. Like, he went past like 3 cars in 2 corners.
That always feels good. You know, when you're in the car and you're passing all those cars, you feel good until you look down and realize you passed 9 cars and it still didn't gain you a spot.
Yeah. That's the one time I can pretend I'm a fast driver.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it looks like Rusty Farrell had to leave the session. Not quite sure why. It's a damn shame because he was really running well.
Yeah, he was having a good run here, man. Meanwhile, Barris is still out. Is he slowing down? No, not yet. Joshua Stewart still out. Jay Felton's still out.
Looks like James Brown just came down for his pit stop.
We're curious to see how much time people like Thompson and McBride gain by doing this early pit stop and just flying through the pack. So far, it looks like it's going to stay green, even though there's a lot of like really slow traffic scaring people around. So far, it looks like there's a pretty good chance of just staying green. As we see Thompson just fly past Felton like he wasn't even moving.
Thompson coming up to second place, Joshua Stewart.
Just look at the pace on that. It's just ridiculous.
And look at that 76 car out there. Oh, man, he was just a victim of circumstance all night.
I know. I'm surprised he's keeping that car going. That thing is so bent. There's not a single straight panel on it. The only thing that might be straight, it might be one of the doors because you just kicked it flat again. There's no way that car should be running. It's amazing.
All right, your leader's coming down. Robert Burris to pit road.
All right, we're gonna go down with him. Let's take a ride down pit road with him in the roll bar.
A few other guys pitting as well. Looks like Paul Williams II is pitting. I think that was Todd Craig going in as well. Everyone's decided now's the time.
Looks like he had a good stop.
Now I want to look at Caleb Thompson and see if he gained on him at all. Yep, Thompson's gone past the start-finish line now.
Jay Felton heading down to pit road.
Look how much time he's gained on Robert Barris. Wow! Barris is just exiting the pits, and Thompson is already exiting turn 2. So much time was gained there. And the same for William Morris. He even got past Barris as well. Which means once all these stops are done, I believe Thompson will be your leader. Short of a major incident happening. Just ruining every plan.
So right now, the current champion, the number 22, Joshua Stewart, 3 laps led out front. Right behind him is the 30 of Iwasuru, and then the 44 of Aaron Corey. Seth Schultz being shown in 4th, Brad Speidel in 5th, Bruce Pearson in 6th, and Cody Franklin in 7th.
Interesting part is going to see how much pace Barris can get back on Thompson. Now he's on freshies. He's got the last lap was a 30.9. That was pretty much his first clean lap. That's already 2 seconds faster than Thompson almost.
And he just blew by Joshua Stewart.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I think Tom's going to have to hope for a safety car now because Barris is coming. There are some really slow drivers out now, all just trying to keep alive while they nurse their tires.
Well, guys, I did look up while we had some time here. They do get only 1 bonus point for a lap led, so unless you lead the most laps, you're not getting any more points.
Yeah, so there's not really any purpose in staying out. That's what I kind of thought. I just wasn't sure if they changed it. Thanks, Steve.
This is already a smarty pants guy in here.
All these things you forget to ask at the start of a season. You just assume everything stayed the same.
Yep. How many bonus points per lap? What's the starts like? Where's the soda machine? Important stuff. Well, Joshua Stewart is still out on the track, and he was just running the last in line to the point, like I swear, he's got like a wheel hanging out the window, just running along the outside wall.
Oh man, Stewart got really loose coming off the corner there.
Yeah,
really grab it to hang on.
Those tires are toast. I don't even want to imagine how bad they look right now because he's been running for so many laps in that set. We got 35
Yeah,
laps to go.
he's got 49 laps on those tires right now.
Yep, looks like Seth's in the pits right now, coming back out.
Iwatsuru and Aaron Corey still out here with Stewart, Speidel, Franklin.
Part of the pits now.
Speidel going in, all right.
Things will get real messy as everyone goes through the pits.
22 Josh Stewart scraping the wall.
He's trying his best to get as much pace as he can, but I think it's time to call it, Josh, buddy. I think you might want to finally put it into the pits.
I think he was kind of maybe hoping for a caution to come out and put a couple of these guys a lap down.
Yeah, I think both him and Barris are thinking the same thing. But I think Barris has just got the pace now to just go flying up to Thompson. Yeah, Barris has already gone past Thompson. Never mind.
Yeah,
He's already
and
gone.
Barris is all the way up to 6th already now.
Yeah, he's just flying like a rocket ship now. I think there's nothing anyone can do
Here
to fight
comes
him.
Stewart down the pit road, and I don't know if he got slowed down enough.
Oh,
He is, still
wow. Let's back that up and take a look. Yeah, oh, he comes in a little bit sideways. Doesn't make any contact, so as long as he doesn't get bagged for speeding in the pits like that.
That's just burnt tires for you, man. It's just so scary.
Oh, and he had to back up, too. Man, he could have just threw it away right there. Here comes Iwatsuru down the pit. Same thing, sideways.
Whoa!
And into the pit wall backwards. Oh, man. No, that's not what he wanted. Let's take one more look at that. Wow.
40 laps on those tires, man. You try and put the brakes on, they just don't work. That's going to be a shame for Neville because he had a good chance of fighting for the top 5, but I think after that he's going to lose a lot of positions.
Man, that's tough. So that's going to put Aaron Corey out front. Yeah, things change real quick, man. That's why I say it's never over till it's over.
Yeah, Corey's the poor brave soul running on old tires. We'll see how long it takes for him to decide this is maybe a bad idea.
He's got 54 laps on those tires right now.
I get the feeling he won't be making another 30 laps, as much as he would like to.
He's only got 12 seconds on Robert Burris right now, so he might be losing time here staying out.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the time difference, too. He just ran. Let's see what he gets coming across the line.
He'll be about 33.7. That's 0.5.
Yeah, 33.5. And what does Barris get across the line? 31.7.
31.9.
Yeah, 31.9.
Interestingly, that if Corey can hold out until maybe a safety car, he actually might have a chance of holding first. If he can hold out to a safety car.
Going to be close.
He needs one. He's got maybe 7 or 8 laps before Barris is on his ass, so hopefully he can get a safety car.
Jay Felton now up to 4th. Caleb Thompson back up to 3rd. Good recovery. Adam Matz right here in 5th. William Morris going to pass him. Going to take that spot from him. I believe Adam Matz is on 53 laps. Yeah, 54 laps of tires.
There are some brave souls.
And Aaron Corey on 56 laps. And then you have Tellez in the 24 on 54 lap tires. So a couple of guys still out there pushing it. That's got to be a tough feel on the wheel, man.
Yeah, Corey does have a chance of holding first. He just needs a safety car or for Barris to make a mistake. So I think if that happens, he's going to have a lot more gap to the next car, which would be Felt.
So let's see where they're at here. We'll do Corey across the line. And then we'll do Barris across the line and see what's the difference. Okay. All right, Corey just went across the line, and Barris is just coming out of 4.
Yep, and now Barris is going to be across the line. He is about 7 seconds back, and there's a big pack ahead of him, which might slow him down. As it looks like Joshua Stewart is still running that high line, even though he pitted. I think he feels that last line's going to work for him.
Yeah, he's still sitting back here in 19.
That late pit stop definitely hurt him. Just lost so much pace, but he might get pace back the next few laps because he's now got fresh tires. He's going to roll through the field. Just for an idea, the car ahead of him, 18th, just entered turn 1. So he's got a bit of distance ahead of him. And looks like Corey's still going to hold on now. He's still staying out on the track.
Just going through a couple of drivers here. Yeah, go ahead.
Interesting is that Corey's laps haven't got that much slower. Like, from lap 70 was his first 33. He's now at lap 105, he's still doing 33s. They're 33.5s now, so he's losing 0.4 per second per lap, but that's not that much of a drop-off considering how old those tires are.
Yeah, because even that time was a 33.4 last time by, and
Yeah.
I just had up where he started. He started, what, 29th? Yeah, started 29th.
Yeah, I'm curious how many laps is it going to take for it to start becoming a positive rather than a negative. Because Barris is still flying, but he's only 1 second faster a lap now. He's still got 5 seconds ahead of him. He's still going to keep burning up his tires. There's going to be a car between them.
And with 24 to go.
Yeah, this might be a really good strategy from Corey if he can keep it out there. Look, his tires aren't getting any worse. Okay, never mind. That was a 0.2 seconds slower that lap. It might start being... Now that I've said it, you might start dropping really bad. Commentators curse every time, man.
He just listened to you, man.
No, don't listen. Don't have him listen. He'll spin out then.
And Paul Williams up to 5th. William Morrison 6th. And then Thomas McBride 7th. Seth Schultz up to 8th. Justin Davidson in 9th. And Todd Cray in 10th.
Everything's starting to sort out now. Just one last guy holding out.
Curtis Martin back here in 17th.
He's coming down.
Here he comes.
That's a shame. I was hoping he'd try and stick it out, but I guess not.
And he had a pretty good stop, pretty good entry, I should say. Kept the car pretty straight.
That's a good lead back to Barris.
So now Jay Felton is back in second. He is 5.9 seconds back. Will he have anything to catch up to him? Barris was a little bit faster the last time by.
Barris is just so damn fast at the moment. It's ridiculous.
And it's good because last season we seen him fast at a few tracks, just couldn't seal the deal.
Normally Barris is the guy who'll get the lead on the last lap. He's done it so many times. But now he's just decided, you know what? I have a better idea. Let's lead from the first lap.
So he just gets around the 82 of Curtis Martin. Curtis does a good job moving out of the way for him. Jay Felton 5.8 seconds back, 5.7 seconds back. Be 20 laps to go this time across the line.
And I think there's going to be no one and nothing to challenge Robert Barris, short of a safety car.
Well, if you're Barris, you don't want it. If you're Felton, you want it. If you're Jay Felton, you're like, okay, man, the caution's got to come out. I need to get bunched back up. If you're Robert Barris, you're praying.
He may decide that he won't be able to catch Barris even on a restart. We've seen Barris just take off like a rocket ship on restart. So maybe he thinks, you know what? I want the room from third. Paul Williams is ages back. He can't catch up. And then behind him is fourth. He doesn't want these guys near him, especially on fresh tires. So maybe you think, you know what? Second place is good enough. But if I know Felton, he's probably trying to fight for first.
Is losing a little bit of time right now.
32.7, and I think Barris did a 32.6, so he's still faster. But it's the same pace as Thompson and Williams, so.
Watching Iwasuru, who's he racing? That's the 99. That is not for position. Iwasuru in 19th. Yeah, the field's really scrambled right now.
Even after all the pit stops, it's just like, I don't know where anyone is anymore.
Seth Schultz looks like he's gaining a little bit on the 61 of William Morris, and that is for 5th.
Mm-hmm. And if you can get past him ahead of him, is actually Caleb Thompson for 4th.
Here he goes to the inside.
Yeah, like last lap for Seth was a 32.8, and Thompson was a 33.4, so he might have a chance of a 4th place finish. And even Williams is not that far ahead too, so he's got 27 laps to get up to Morris and Thompson. So look how much time they've got. He's got a chance of it. If he can stay a second a lap faster, he'll be there in 5 laps. And
he's got the fresher tires of Thompson, and he's got a couple laps fresher than Paul Williams. They just have a little bit of advantage on him. But from Schultz's window, you can see who is that Thompson up there in that pink car.
I think he's going to make it. He's going to get himself to the podium on this. Definitely flying like a rocket ship now. Their fresh tires just so powerful. But now my mind's just stuck on, what if someone did like a 1 or 2 stop strategy, just held onto their tires to the end? You have to be absolutely crazy to make it work, but it'd be awesome to watch.
And what was it, last season, coming into the last race, Schultz was only a couple points back coming into the race for the championship too.
Oh, he's got pace and he knows what he's doing, which is a very scary combo. Doesn't take risks that he doesn't need to take, but when he needs to take it, he'll do it, and he'll get the pass done doing it too. And he's still just catching Thompson hard. 0.5 second faster a lap.
And meanwhile,
2 faster than a pull.
Meanwhile, Barris is just setting sail here, man. As long as no caution comes out and he keeps hitting his marks, I don't see any reason why he wouldn't have this win tonight.
I don't think Barris is really racing anymore. I think he's just, relaxing. Like, I wonder what line works on this track. I need to practice some more. Can never be too prepared. Because there is just no one to threaten him. Nearest place is 2nd place, and 2nd place is still hasn't even exited 4th yet.
Just watching right here now between Brad Speidel, Thomas McBride, 7th and 8th. Looks like McBride started closing in a little bit on Speidel. Speidel just got a little bit of a run, trying to put a little separation between them. You have the 90 of Douglas Hess, but he's not for position, but he is there in the mix.
I'm just trying to see if Seth can make up to 3rd, and I don't know, actually. He's not that much faster.
He can see him, and that's probably the worst feeling, seeing the driver in front of you but not being able to track him down.
It will be very close. He's 0.3 of a second roughly faster, and he's got 3 seconds between him and Paul. That's 10 laps, he'll be on him. But they've only got 11 laps to go. So it's going to be close. He's got the pace. If he can make it work, he's got a chance here of getting into the podium. I don't know how Barris is still doing 32s. He's on 32.9. Everyone else is doing 33s, except for Seth, who's flying as well.
And he's on lap 30 of his tires.
I don't know how he's still doing 32s. It's crazy.
I was going to say, I think he was the only one, but the only other driver that's doing it, just ran a 32 was Aaron Corey.
Yeah, Corey's on those absolute fresh tires. Must feel like heaven after like 50 laps on the old ones. Where did Corey end up? Let's have a look-see. He's in 12th at the moment. He's fighting fighting with 13th.
He started 29th too.
He usually might come up to like 11th even. Let's have a look, see what position he's going to pop up in. Yeah, he's in 11th now. He is flying. Actually got a good chance of getting a lot more spots. He's going to get Joshua Stewart. He might get Davidson, who I think just got into the wall a bit. Yeah, he's got a chance of going pretty high in the top 10. Meanwhile, Seth is on Caleb Thompson's rear. He's gone for the pass already. No time wasted.
So if Seth completes this, that'll put him in 4th. And see if he has enough time to track down the 99 of Paul Williams. So Seth easily takes that spot.
That lap did slow him down a bit. He was only 0.1 of a second faster than Williams, so he's got to go. He's got to hurry that car up. He's got 8 laps to go.
Meanwhile, Barris just out there having a nice drive.
Yeah, this isn't a race to him.
33.0 last lap. Not bad.
Yeah, he's flying in the 33s. It's just ridiculous how much pace that car has.
Take a lap around with the leader here.
Just keeping my eyes on Seth at the moment because Seth is flying. Oh wow, 0.5 a second faster that lap. You might get him. He's only 1.5 seconds behind. He got 6 laps to go. He might get himself onto the podium in the 11th hour.
Yeah, if he can really keep it going forward like that. Because he has nobody around him to give him any pressure. So he can concentrate on his marks.
Just go like a rocket ship. Got a good car, not too much damage, a little bit of damage on the rear, but it's not affecting him at all. He's just flying.
Quick look at the top 10. Robert Barris, Jay Felton, Paul Williams, Seth Schultz, Caleb Thompson, Brad Speidel, William Morris, Thomas McBride, Aaron Corey, and Justin Davidson. Look
0.2 of a second faster that lap.
Look at Jay Felton still holding on a second, having himself a good run tonight.
Yeah, as I was saying, I don't think he really wants a safety car because it might get closer to Barris for sure, but at the same time, man, like people like Seth and Williams behind him, and even 5th Caleb Thompson, you don't want them catching up. Well, Seth was 0.1 of a second faster that lap. He's getting closer, but he's running out of time. He's only got 4 laps to go. He's still got a 0.5 second gap, I think. Wait, hold on, is that wrong? I might be wrong. 1.5, I think. What? Sorry, hold up. My math is wrong. Be right back.
It's like I say, you do the math, I just agree. We'll check it later.
Okay, a quick trip to the calculator tells me it's 1.4 seconds. I don't know if he's going to get him. At this pace, he's going to take him like 10 laps to catch up. He's only got 3 laps left.
And he can see him too, man.
Yeah, he needs Williams to make a mistake. Otherwise, there's no way he's going to catch him.
Williams started 5th, so he was pretty quick in qualify, and he'll take 2 spots right now in 3rd.
It looks like Williams is stabilizing at like 33.3 seconds per lap. Unfortunately, Seth is only about 0.5, 0.7 faster a lap. Sorry, 0.05, 0.07 a second faster. Not going to be enough with 2 laps to go. So close yet so far.
Yeah, and Seth had an up and down night too, so he had a, considering 4th place, that's a pretty good recovery for some of the troubles that he's got into tonight. Meanwhile, Robert Barris just really checked out, man. Everything just came together for him right here tonight. Good opener.
Curtis Martin absolutely lost it on exit of 4. Just went on a wild ride.
Did he?
Wondering why he was so slow in front of Schultz and Williams. Just fortunately, just went a little what's the word? Loose on exit, and just all of a sudden she was gone.
All right, we are white flagging it now. Robert Barris going to be able to take it home.
Absolutely dominating victory for Barris here. There's just, unless he screws up really bad, there's no way he can lose this. And perfect timing too, with only 50 seconds left for the race.
Well, congratulations to Robert Barris on that run, man. That was 82 laps led.
Crushing victory.
And he started 7th here.
And Williams is going to hold 3rd against Schultz. Schultz, look, you can see him right in front of him. That is going to be devastating. Just so close.
Yeah, that is right there, man. So Robert Barris, 82 laps led, started 7th. Going to take home your win here tonight. We'll let these guys get a little bit out of their system here, and then we'll go ahead and bring them to you.
I'll take Felton.
Oh, yeah, Felton's your boy.
Yeah, boy.
All right, let me see.
I'm probably going to hop out. My dog's freaking out.
All right, Steve, I'll get in touch with you later, man. Thanks, buddy.
All right. Yeah, no problem, man.
All right. All right, let's go. Let me see. Jay Felton. Here we go. Jay Felton started 3rd, finishes 2nd.
You want 3rd, not him. Unless he's not
I'm
here.
sorry. You're right. Paul Williams. My bad. You said Felton, and right away it got stuck in my head. Do you see Paul Williams anywhere?
Unless I am really blind.
I see him. There we go. Yep. I see him. Let me see how to get him down here. All right. Paul Williams, this is the SR booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, man, great run for you here tonight. You came out here, you started 5th, showed that you had a pretty fast car right there and qualified, good qualified time. And you get out of here in 3rd. Tell us how the car was feeling for you out there, man.
Yeah, man, it was a really good race. Had a good qualifying start, and then a couple little incidents, and then a mistake coming on a pit road. I'm not sure if you guys caught that, but I was the guy that hit the cone that messed up everybody and got penalized and sent to the rear, and then got caught up in a little wreck there that happened, but was able to recover well. Knew that I didn't have the short run speed, but had found a line in practice that I knew if I ran, I'd have a good car in the long run. I'd be able to hold on to it a little bit better, and that kind of proved through as we had that long green flag run. I was able to run some guys down, make up some spots, so I was really glad to see it go all the way through to the finish. And I know Seth was coming, but there wasn't enough laps, so we hold on to 3rd. Happy about that. Returned to DHRL. Glad to come back. Thanks to American Hero Hunt, Clocks by Christopher, my teammate Josue Tellez, and everybody here in DHRL, Seth, and all the guys that put this on. It was a really good night.
Wait, I have to ask, is it Tellez, not Tellez?
I just throw it in there for a little flavor, you know?
I don't confuse us anymore.
I know, we're even more confused than we were. But I'll tell you what, man, that's a great recovery by you, man, for the trouble that you had to be able to get back up to 3rd. How'd the car feel for you? Was it feeling tight? Did it? I know some guys were saying that the car felt tight. Did it stay tight and go more tight, or did it start loosening up as the runs went on?
Yeah, I mean, I really think it's just a matter of the line that you choose to run. You know, I found in practice running middle groove through 1 and 2 would make it not so bad in the long run. So it definitely got loose and squirrely, and you know, it's Atlanta, so you lose grip as the run goes on, and it was, you know, half to 3/4 throttle coming up off the corners, and I think that's where a lot of guys were struggling. You could see them fishtailing off the corners, and I was able to just kind of stay in the throttle a little bit better, and that's what really caught me up and got me a lot of those spots back. So practice will do it. So it was good to get some of that junk out of the way early, and then have a nice long green flag run, because then the practice pays off. So
yeah,
it was a good night all around.
Yeah. All right. Next week is Talladega. You know how Talladega is. That's roll the dice. Hopefully you're not in the wrong place at the wrong time, but definitely off to a good start for the season here. Hopefully you plan on running the full season.
Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, I'll be here for every race, so look forward to it.
All right, good. Well, we'll be watching, man, and congratulations, man, for starting 5th, getting up here to 3rd. Great recovery, man, good finish. Definitely a good way to start out the season, and we'll look for you next week at Talladega, buddy.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, go celebrate. Have yourself a good night. All right, that was 3rd place Paul Williams. We are going to get a word in with Jay Felton, and I believe Jay Felton left the track, so I can't get to him in car.
I'll grab him here, mate.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I got him. Okay.
Hey, Felton, brother, you got a copy?
I got you, Wingnut.
I gotta say, mate, good race for you, man. First time in DRL, new season, new series, and coming out in second. Gotta feel good.
It does feel good. It was fun. I never saw Robert. He was so far ahead. I don't even know what zip code he was in, Wingnut.
Yeah, he was definitely far out there. I gotta say, for the first half of that race, was a constant battle for the lead between you guys. How did it feel for you? Do you think you had a chance to go for the pole, or do you think Barris was just gonna leave you in the dust?
Well, I mean, I've raced Robert, I think 3 or 4 times before, and I mean, he gets great tire wear, and so I mean, you're really gonna have to have everything together to run against him. Yeah, I was pretty good, you know, throughout the run, but I don't know if I had speed like the 75 did.
It goes to my next question, man. Were you hoping for a safety car at the end for a chance at it, or were you just happy with the second?
I'd have loved to seen a yellow.
I told you.
Yeah, I thought he would.
But you know, the fact that it went green, it is what it is, and in some ways, I'm glad it went green because we had a lot of cautions, you know, early in the race. But I would have loved to have had a restart, and we all would have pitted. So, you know, it would have been a race off pit road, and then we'd have seen what had happened.
I gotta say, how'd the groove on the track feel for you guys? Was it mid groove feeling good? Was it low groove?
Early in the run, you know, you could exit real low off the corner and carry a lot of speed off and not really worry about the throttle. You know, as we got maybe 10 or 15 laps into it, it seemed like 1 and 2, I could carry a little more speed up higher on my exit. And then I really just had to be really careful with how much throttle I used off of 4, and then just trying to correct it with the wheel.
Well, you definitely had a lot of pace here. Fighting out for second place was a good start. But I say, glad to have you, man. You're always my boy, as always.
Thanks, Wingnut. I had a good time. It was, you know, big field and some good racing.
All right, brother, you got any shout-outs for us?
Absolutely. Now, you and Paul helped me out on this because this is my first time, but is it American Hero Hunt is our title sponsor?
Yes, American Hero Hunt.
Yeah, definitely want to thank those guys for supporting this league, and I want to thank SR Broadcasting. Love going back and watching the races that you guys do. And are there any other sponsors that I need to call out, Paul?
Clocks by Christopher is another sponsor that does sponsor here. And
well, definitely want to thank them.
There is one more, but it just slips my tongue at the moment. I can't remember offhand, my bad. But a great race for you, man. Good way to start off the season. And next week's Talladega. You know how Talladega could go. You know, it could be anybody's show. It could be the wrong place, the wrong time. But we look forward to seeing you running here with these guys. This is a great league. We put on their last season's broadcasts, and these guys usually do a lot of green flag runs. They have a lot of good, clean, respectful drivers, just like we do. And, you know, I think it's a good fit, man. I think you're going to be really excited here, man. And we look forward to seeing what you got for these guys.
Thanks, Paul. Thank you, Wingnut.
Have a good one, man.
All right, go celebrate, buddy.
Thanks.
All right, that was second place, Mr. Jay Felton. We are going to get in with Mr. Robert Barris in a second here, as soon as I can get rid of this here.
Shall I drag him in?
Yeah, if you don't mind while I get this set up. All right, Robert Barris, this is the SR booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
All right, dude, I'm going to get the fire extinguisher out and put you out, man, because you're on fire here, bro. Great run, man. You started 7th, 82 laps led. I know you definitely got to be feeling good. You stayed out there quite a while on the tires, man. Give us a rundown of your race here tonight.
Yeah, it was it was a great way to come back to the 75 car number. I ran the 58 last few seasons.
Yeah, it kind of threw us off on the start.
And yeah, so we went back to the 75. We were able to bring the Snack Tank boys on board. So hopefully we got them some really good TV time, leading all them laps and being up front and getting the win here. In terms of the race, there's really two different races. The first kind of 45 laps or so, really the first third, we kept having cautions, and the car would be a little bit tight. The starts and the restarts, just like the real track, there's not a lot of grip. So I was able to make some spots up on the starts. I think I got the lead on beating the leader at the point to the restart there, and once we got up front, I knew I needed nice long runs, 15 to 20 laps. The tires would just fall off. The thing would just turn to ice. It was loose as could be, and that's what I really love about this track. And so we ended up getting like an 80 or so lap green flag run to end the race, which is perfect. It's exactly what I needed. So we got out front, set sail, basically split it in half, and at that point I had enough of a lead. I could kind of manage my tires and my times, and just let the laps run out. Hope we didn't get a caution there in that amount of time between pitting and being a lap down, which I think everybody did a good job cleaning up what was going on the track. So hats off to them, and hopefully all the viewers enjoyed that show.
Yeah, that second half of the race, once those early cautions got out of the way, it really was good. I was really glad to see this end on the green. I know as the leader, you don't want to see the yellow come out. I know obviously second place on back is hoping for a caution to come out to gather you guys back up, because you did have quite a lead. And we were even talking about, the way it was. You really didn't have any pressure, just some lap traffic in front of you that you had to navigate through. But pretty much if you just hit your marks, you were able to get it done, man. 82 laps led. Great way to start off the season here tonight, man. Hopefully this will give you some momentum moving forward. I know next week is Talladega. And like I told the other two guys, you know how Talladega is, man. Talladega could be anybody's, and it's all about being in the right place at the right time. So we'll keep watching and see how your season progresses here, man. But great run for you tonight.
Yeah, this is definitely a much better start. I don't, a couple of guys in the league, their admins, know I've been rehabilitating some stuff with affecting my head, my eyes, my ears. I have some underlying things with my eyes and my ears that make me prone to things like motion sickness and whatnot. And it was going on long enough that I was kind of compensating for adjustments in the car and how I was driving the car, and we finally got those things taken care of late summer, and it's just been a process of unwinding all those things and figuring out what it is. So we made some really good progress this week. I think the results show for themselves. Looking at the rest of the schedule, yeah, Talladega next week is somewhat of a crapshoot, but I typically am really good there just in speed, and we usually will qualify up front, typically front row, which is half the battle, is just getting up there and keeping your track position, and then being there at the end. And then the rest of the season, we've got some really nice tracks. I'm really looking forward to Darlington to end the season. It's a place that's kind of like this, where it chews tires, and you got to be able to handle it spitting out on you.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a fun. That's one of my favorite tracks to go to. I love the way it bounces you around, and you really got to drive it there. But good to see, man. You made a lot of progress, and like you said, it does show, man. You got the win here tonight, and 82 laps led. Hopefully you keep on moving forward. And before we let you get out of here, anybody you want to shout out to?
Yeah, everybody who came out to race with us, and everybody who watched, everybody, guys at SR Broadcasting to help make that happen. The Snack Cake Boys for coming on board. They've got a YouTube channel, a series of videos. It's all about the snack cakes. So if that's interests you, you can find them up on YouTube and also on Facebook. And then American Hero Hunt it doesn't. It's not like on Sundays where you're talking a lot of money to make this stuff work, but it does take a little bit for the sessions and the broadcasting and whatnot. And so American Hero Hunt coming on to help us pay for some of that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And it's always a good thing too, man, to see sponsors step up and different people that are all involved. And it was a good run here for you tonight, man. We'll look forward to seeing you next week at Talladega, and we'll watch your season as it progresses, man, and keep moving forward, buddy.
Will do. We're going to go swing back to the garage. I think I blew it up. Celebrate.
All right, go celebrate, man.
Take it easy.
All right, that was your winner right there, man. Robert Barris. He had 82 laps led. Dude, he started 7th. That's a real good run for him.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It was unassailable the entire race.
All right, let me do a quick. I know I had the summary up earlier. Let's just throw it up real quick, and then we'll go through the results and pack it up on out. We had 16 lead changes, 130 laps, and 5 cautions. Cautions were early on. I just think it's a little bit, first race, a little bit of the, I don't know, unsettledness of it. But once they got those out of the way, man, we had some long green flag runs. Seen a lot of guys out there staying out on them slick old ice tires, man, too. So not too bad.
Yeah, it's all about laying the new guys you're with. There's a bunch of new drivers you've never driven it before. Just kind of get everything else sorted out and realizing how everyone drives.
Well, next week will be Talladega. Tune in here next Sunday night, 8:20. These guys will be at Talladega, and usually a good race there, especially you see the size of the fields that were out here tonight. Probably going to be a big field there, too. Obviously, chances are we'll have the one big one, but we'll get to see some real good racing. And we've got 10-race season. Started tonight, so for the next 10 weeks, we'll be here live at 8:20. I got to give a quick shout-out to Steven for coming up in the booth. I know, Wingy, you had problems. You just got your internet back right before the broadcast pretty much, so we weren't even expecting you out here. And Steven, I got him last minute to come up and give me a hand out here, so I want to give a thanks to Steven for helping out up in the booth. And I'm glad to have you back, bro. I hope your internet stays and we can continue this thing moving forward.
Oh, yeah. And thanks to Stephen for popping in. If I wasn't here, it was good to have you here.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you can do it alone. It's just not as much fun as having other guys in here with you. And you guys keep it interesting. So I definitely appreciate it, man. All right. I'll be able to go through the 20 of them. And then from there, I'll have to drop the results. So finishing first here is Robert Barris. Second goes to Jay Felton. Paul Williams will finish third. Seth Schultz finishes fourth. That's a good comeback for Seth. Caleb Thompson, looking strong all night, will finish fifth. Aaron Corey with a great run finishes sixth. Brad Spidel moves up to seventh. William Morris had a great run here tonight, man. He'll finish eighth. Josh Stewart, your current champion, finishes ninth. Adam Nowinski finishes 10th.
I unfortunately don't have it, so I can't.
Okay, so 11th is Thomas McBride. 12th goes to Justin Davidson. David Camara finishes 13th. James Brown will finish 14th. Nevin Iwitsuru finishes 15th. Bruce Pearson finishes 16th. Adam Matz will take home 17th. Curtis Martin, making his debut here, finishes 18th. Douglas Hess finishes 19th. Cody Franklin finishes 20th. 21st will go to David Moyer. Mike Majors will finish 22nd. Rodney Kramer. I'm sorry, where's 23rd? We got Rodney Kramer for 24th. Jose Tellez for 25th. Art Peck 26th. 27th will go to Adam Lewis. Kirk Sagert will finish 28th. 29th is Joshua Jones. Kenneth Sagert will finish 30th. 31st is Rusty Farrell. Frederick Hofstetter finishes 32nd. 33rd is Larry Holloway. 34th is Patrick DeSaulnier. And Ron Hollyfield, not having the start that he wanted tonight, he will finish 35th. It's only race number 1 of 10, so plenty time for these guys to get it back together again. This was DieHard Racing League, and this was Atlanta Motor Speedway season opener. and it is brought to you by American Hero Hunt. Go check them out on Facebook. They do a lot of good stuff for veterans, and a really good thing to get behind if you don't know anything about it. Go check them out, and hopefully this season we'll get a little bit more information to put out for you as a viewer. But until then, Wingy, I appreciate you being out here. Steven, thanks for coming out with us. And next week is Talladega. Until then, man, everybody be safe.
Have a good one, guys.